Right, let me give you something useful. Glorious coffee. Because most of what you hear about AI is absolute noise. It's very trendy, shallow, surface level nonsense made for people who've got nothing real riding on the decisions that they're making. But if you're an actual business owner, if you run a team, if you're responsible for hitting actual numbers and protecting margins and delivering results, AI isn't a toy, it's an efficiency machine. And there are 5 automations that every business, regardless of the size, industry, should start with. 5 systems that replace slow, manual, repetitive work that you're probably doing right now using a mixture of emails, memory, notebook, Google Sheets, crossed fingers. By the time you're done here, you'll know where your time is leaking, where prospects are slipping through the cracks, where staff are wasting hours doing things software can do instantly, and how AI can cut through all of that without hiring anybody. So if you stay to the end, you'll see exactly how these automations work together to create businesses that move faster, respond faster, sell faster, and delivers faster than 95% of your competitors, which is important. And this even if you're not a tech person. Right, so let's start with the first one, because this one, every business gets wrong. Automation 1, organizing prospects, starting conversations, and following up properly. So here's a truth that nobody likes to admit. Most businesses don't lose prospects because the prospect said no. They lose them because they simply can't remember who anyone is. And I guarantee you know this feeling. Someone emails, someone DMs you, someone leaves a WhatsApp message, someone fills in a form, and by Friday, outside of your name, you can barely remember where anyone came from because there is no tracking, there is no follow-up. Most people manage their prospects with what I call the digital junk drawer. There's emails everywhere, WhatsApp messages mixed up with family chats, there's business cards on your desk, a Google sheet someone made and nobody updated, notes on your phone, memory, which is the most unreliable system of all, even though you think you might be Einstein. And this is why most businesses hit a ceiling. And that's not because they're bad at selling, but because they're bad at organizing. And this is where a proper system like High Level, which is what we class as a CRM, comes in. Think of it as a digital filing cabinet that never loses anything. It stores every prospect, every conversation, every detail, every phone number, every message, every follow-up day. Now add Wise AI on top of that. Wise AI isn't just a messenger, it has infinite memory across every platform. Meaning if someone replies on WhatsApp today, comments on Instagram tomorrow, and we answer a phone call in a week's time, the AI knows exactly who they are, what was said, and what stage they're at, which unless you are an absolute savant, you're not gonna be able to do. And this is over any time period. So there's no resets, there's no confusion, no remind me of who you are or pretending you don't know who they are. It speaks to the prospect in the same natural tone as you do. Short messages, human pacing, and nothing robotic, more human than humans. And it speaks everywhere. SMS, WhatsApp, email, Instagram, TikTok, even real voice calls with emotional tone recognition with 0 latency, which latency is basically the time it takes for the AI to reply. Now, the AI is so good now, you can't tell. In fact, it will reply faster than a human. So if anything, we might need to slow it down, which we can do, by the way. So this alone replaces an entire front end of a sales team and much more efficiently. And because it remembers everything, it follows up better than any human ever could. It's not pestering, it's not nagging, it's just calm, consistent, human friendly. It checks in that prospect's warm till they're ready. Absolutely unbelievable. So you don't even want more prospects, you need fewer slipping through the cracks. Let me show you the second place businesses are falling apart. Automation number 2, qualification and first touch filtering. If the first problem is remembering the prospects, the second is knowing who's actually worth your time. Most businesses treat every inquiry like it's a golden opportunity. But let's be totally honest, half the people you speak to aren't serious. Some can't afford you, some don't need you, some are browsing, some are just bored, and some are being polite. Problem is, most businesses can't tell the difference. So they burn hours, sometimes days, talking to the wrong people. And we all know what that's like when we have a sales team. And you can have an unbelievably good sales team, but they burn out because they're just speaking to so many randomers on a day-to-day basis that just aren't pre-qualified. So here's the deeper truth. Your time isn't lost in the big decisions, it's lost in all the small conversations that go nowhere. And this is where unbelievable tech in the form of AI can qualify and changes everything. So tools like Wise AI is a multi-channel qualification and emotional voice calling tool. We have software like Clay, which is extra information about the person or business. It finds and enriches your data sources. We have things like Go High Level, which is a CRM, as we said, is a digital filing cabinet, and it stores and scores the prospect. Now you work all these together to filter your entire front end. And then picture this. A prospect submits a form or sends a message through whatever medium that you're using. And instead of booking a call with you immediately, Wise AI calls them instantly using a natural voice, 0 latency, and emotional reading. It asks what they're looking for, what's going on in their business, how quickly they need help, what budget they're working with, and it listens. It responds naturally, and it updates their information on High Level. It can even book to the calendars of any people, can also bring in a higher level manager that can take over the call if certain requirements are hit and you think that's a red hot lead. Now, all of a sudden you know exactly who's serious and who's not. And this is the difference between a business that's running smoothly and a business that feels like it's in chaos. And it starts calls with it, people in your business, your top closers who are actually ready prospects, not people that you hope are ready. Right, let me show you where your business loses its customers before they even get started in point number 3. Automation number 3, onboarding and delivery automation. So here's a harsh truth. Customers don't leave because their product is bad. They leave because the onboarding is slow. So what does that mean? Person buys and then what? They wait for access, they wait for instructions, a welcome message, a call booking, setup, next steps. Every day kills enthusiasm. And this is quite often where we get something that we call buyer's regret, where someone pays for something, I'm sure we've all done this, and you don't immediately get the same feeling you had during the sales process, and you start to question whether what you bought was actually what's going to be delivered. And that's just the onboarding. And that's quite often just because a business is so overwhelmed with everything they're doing. So every delay creates doubt. You know this from your own life. As I said, if something isn't set up quickly, you lose momentum. And AI fixes that instantaneously. So tools like, as we said before, Wise AI, which personalize onboarding messages and instant answers. We have Make.com or Zapier, where we automate tasks. We have High Level, which gives access and tracks. Work together with all of these, and you can give customers progress within minutes, not days, or even maybe sometimes never. And so here's the sequence. Customer pays, number 1. AI triggers everything instantly. Welcome message, access details, calendar link, personalized next steps. Number 3, AI asks, what's the quickest win we can get you this week? Number 4, the system builds out that win automatically. Number 5, customers feel progress before they've even met you, which is so important. That's how you keep people, not with motivational quotes, with actual momentum and seeing progress. Now I've seen that, let me show you the hidden killer of most businesses, customers going cold quietly. Automation number 4, nearly got that wrong there, maybe need AI help there. Automation number 4, customer support and engagement automation. Every business has the same problem. People will go quiet. And it's not because they're angry, not because they're leaving, it's just because life got ridiculously busy. It's probably because they're not using AI. And businesses also make the same mistake. They only speak to the customers when there's a problem. And I always like to say it's the customer that squeaks the loudest gets the oil or the WD-40. And AI can flip this. For example, software Wise AI can help notice when someone hasn't logged in or someone hasn't completed a setup, notice when someone hasn't replied, notice when someone read something but didn't act. Notice when their behavior suggests frustration or something changes. And it can send a gentle nudge to them, say, still want help sorting this, need me to walk you through it, want me to do it for you. It keeps people engaged, supported, and moving forward. One thing I've noticed in business is that communication is everything. The minute someone makes the decision that they're going to leave, it's almost impossible to talk them back because they've already made the decision to jump. Now, if you're able to notice someone's frustration before they've made that decision, it's a hell of a lot more easy to bring them back to being happy. So this is where AI, this specifically, is very important because it can alert us as the business owners when someone's in that period or never getting to that period, because we can set triggers for things like people going quiet to then follow up to make sure that never happens. Communication is everything, just like relationships. If you want to do that manually, you'd need 5 staff members to do this manually. And even then they'd forget or not care or just don't have a system for it. AI doesn't forget. But here's the deeper insight. People don't leave because of major problems, they leave because of minor neglect. That's it. It's nothing huge. People think it's some crazy thing they're doing in the business. It's not, it's just minor neglect. AI prevents neglect. So with that in mind, let me show you the automation that separates amateur businesses from proper ones. Automation number 5, financial intelligence and decision automation. Most business owners look at their finances like they're reading ancient scripture. Bank balance, last month's numbers, accountant's yearly review, and that's it. That's their entire financial strategy. And that's if we're talking about good businesses. And it's bloody dangerous. You can't steer a business if you're looking at old data. This is where AI gives you an unfair advantage, because Wise AI can read your financial accounts daily, track cash and cash out, spot unusual spending, track which ads are leading to actual buying customers, identifying which funnel steps are leaking money, tell you which campaigns produce the highest lifetime value, which is the amount of money you get paid from a customer over a period of time, charge cards already on file, recover failed payments. And this is bigger than saving time. This is decision power. Now, just by the way, I am just giving you a very fractional overview of what can be done in any business. Now, if you just sit here and think about what I've just said in terms of what we can do, and how impactful that can be and how you might be able to just put that into your business or any business or integrate that into other businesses, you won't sleep tonight. Now imagine starting every day with an AI generated summary. Here's what came in, here's what went out, here's what's due, here's where you're losing money, here's the ad responsible, here's the exact weak point in your funnel, here's how much cash you'll have in 30 days. Most businesses are driving completely blind. AI turns the lights on. That's some cliche statement, but it's true. So these are the 5 automations every business should start with. Number 1, let's go through it again. Organizing prospects and consistent communication. Number 2, proper qualification. Know that the lead that you're speaking to by the time it gets to a human being is ready to just be nudged over and the cash is going to be collected. Number 3, fast onboarding and delivery. We don't want people to leave because they didn't have time to value. We don't want to have buyer's regret. Number 4, ongoing support and engagement. Don't let them just go quiet. Make sure that they're staying engaged. Make sure that they don't make the decision to leave before it's too late. Number 5, financial intelligence and daily clarity. And these aren't futuristic systems. They're available today. I'm running them in my businesses. I'm helping put them into other people's businesses, and you can either put it in your business or put it in other people's businesses. It is crazy. And what you have to remember is this is the worst it's ever going to be in terms of this technology. It's only going to get better from here. We have development teams putting Wise AI, for example. We have a whole development team. We're launching a minimum of 2 updates a week. Other AIs that we're using to put in are doing similar, not as good as us. But all these in conjunction together, they're available today. And I promise you, the businesses that adopt them now, men and women who actually take this seriously, they're going to be the ones that operate faster, leaner, more profitably than anyone else around them. And we talk about how the world right now is becoming more competitive than ever. The way to compete is by having all these variables being done better. So your margins are higher, you're able to advertise and spend more, you're able to onboard more people, you're able to get more out of your staff. Because as I said, AI doesn't replace people, it replaces inefficiency. You don't need to become technical, you just need to understand how these systems integrate into the business you already run, or how someone else's business is run. And that can make you unbelievable amounts of money. And once you do, everything gets easier. So those are the 5 automations that every business should be using. If you liked this video, there's gonna be plenty more coming. Any questions, let me know below. Let me know what softwares you're using. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.